Londres.
We keep being told that living standards in the West have stagnated for the past 20 years. This is advanced as an explanation for every electoral upset from Brexit to the election of Donald Trump. But is it really true? Remember how we actually lived 20 years ago. Of course, it's true that the entry of hundreds of millions of new workers into the global marketplace have reduced the value of labour relative to capital. But it's also massively reduced the cost and increased the availability of consumer goods. I'm old enough to remember 1997. In 1997, there was no Google, no Wiki, no Wi-Fi. There were 4 channels on TV. Channel 5 launched that year. There was no decent coffee. Incredibly, there weren't even any Starbucks in London. There was a predecessor called Seattle Coffee that was just beginning to introduce people to what coffee could taste like cheaply. There were no cheap flights. EasyJet was operating one international route from Luton to Amsterdam. Now, how do you quantify those things? How do you put a value on decent coffee versus watery coffee, or on the increase in your quality of life that's made possible through cheap foreign travel? It's very difficult to do, which is why economists tend to stick to more measurable empirical data such as total wages and output. And yet, the next time you hear somebody saying that living standards have stagnated, especially for manual workers in the West, since 1997, I would invite that person actually to go back and think what it was like. If you could go back in a time machine and spend 1 week living the way we did in 1997, you would very quickly be cured of that illusion.